which is the joint CFD meeting, Monday, January 9th. This is a joint meeting of the following community facilities districts. Community Facilities District General District Number 1, Palm Valley Community Facilities District Number 3, Community Facilities Utilities District Number 2, Wildflower Ranch Community Facilities District, Wildflower Ranch Community Facilities District Number 2, Cottonflower Community Facilities District, Australia Mountain Ranch Community Facilities District, King Ranch Community Facility District, Centerra Community Facilities District, and Cortina Facilities District. We are all here. We have no communications. And so let's go on. Will the city clerk, district clerk, please read consent agenda items 5.1, title only?
Approved draft minutes from a Community Facilities District joint meeting held on October 24th, 2016.
Thank you. Does anybody in the public wish to remove an item from the consent agenda? Does anyone on the council wish to remove an item? All right, could I have a motion, please?
So moved.
I need a second, and I've heard a motion from Councilman Stiff and a second from, I'm sorry, it's not council, it's Board Member Stiff, and a second from Board Member Pizzillo. So roll call vote, please.
Vice Chairman Loretano?
Aye.
Board Member Osborne?
Aye.
Board Member Pizzillo?
Aye.
Board Member Campbell?
Aye.
Board Member Stipp?
Aye.
Board Member Homan?
Aye.
Chairman Lord?
Aye.
Passes 7-0.
We'll go to the business, 6.1. There are two items on business tonight, and they will be presented together, but the action will be taken separately. Finance Director Doug Sandstrom will present. Doug?
Good evening, Madam Chairman, members of the board. Tonight we are presenting two items before you for consideration of adoption, and they are both refunding of current existing debt for the Cortina CFD and the Cottonflower CFD. What you'd be asked to do tonight is adopt resolutions 17052 and 17057, which would authorize us to issue and sell district general obligation refunding debt. The refunding of these bonds will reduce the district's general obligation debt service. The refundings will be secured by real property taxes levied on all property tax, so it's a general obligation on the property tax levied by the property tax of the district. And one thing that's a little bit different on this one from prior refundings is the district treasurer, which is myself, issued an RFP for bank financing. Since both of these refundings are about $2.1 million. They're relatively small, so these would be straight bank refinancings, just like you would with a home or a car loan. By doing that in-house, we actually reduce cost of about $60,000 by not having to use an underwriter or a placement agent for that, and that's what made both of these actually financially doable. What we're looking at for the Cortina CFD is estimated savings, net present value of about $75,000. For Cottonflower, savings of about $117,000. The debt rate, by doing these savings, we will have a reduction in the property tax rate of approximately 16 cents per $100 of assessed valuation. And you can see the current tax rate in Cortina is $2.38, so next year that would drop by about 16 cents. Cottonflower is a little bit over $3, and that would drop by about 23 cents. So that's what we're really looking at here is the impact on the residents within those districts. And with that, do you have any questions?
We're still in this, aren't we? So, Board Member Pizzillo.
What discount rate are you using to do the net present value? Just curious.
I'm sorry?
What discount rate are you using to do the net present value on your savings?
I believe it was 3.6.
3.6, and that ties to?
I can have our financial advisor come up and answer that question. Larry Given is our financial advisor from Hilltop Security, and he's the one that put a lot of this together for us. And he can give
and I'm asking Larry the question mainly for the general public, because you always hear this net present value, and some of them may not know exactly what that means. So that's why I'm asking the discount value. Is it tied to our interest rate that you're paying? Is it tying to what you think the inflation will be over that period of time to bring that dollar back into today's dollars? How do you come up with the 3 point?
Board Chairman Lord, Board Member Pizzillo,
Joe, as you know, what we use is the yield of the bonds that the
Okay.
bonds get sold at. And as Doug said, we're being really conservative here. That's actually running at a little bit higher rate than that, about 3 3/4.
Okay.
We're hoping to get a lower bid than that. We're hoping to get multiple bids on this thing. But what you use is the rate to discount it back by is what the yield is on the refunding bond issue.
Okay. And again, kind of general understand it, but I want to make sure the public gets that question asked and answered because they may not quite get on there. To me, what's most important, even though, and I've said it before, I'm not a rate guy, I'm a levy guy, is the fact that you're saving overall the $75,000 in Cortina and $117,000. That's real money, even though it translates into the rate. That's actually the money that's being saved. So I appreciate the efforts in bringing that down. Thank you.
I didn't ask if there are any speaker cards, did I, on this from the audience?
No, Chairman Lord.
Okay. Are there any speaker cards? Does anybody in the audience would like to speak? All right. And are we about set? Okay. So do I hear a motion?
Mayor,
Would the city clerk please read Resolution Cortina CFD Residential 17-052 by title only, please?
adopt Resolution Cortina CFD Resolution 17-052, authorizing the issuance and sale of its district general obligation refunding bonds, Series 2017, in an aggregate principal amount of not to exceed $2,200,000, delegating the authority to approve certain matters with respect to the bonds being refunded, providing for the annual levy of a tax for the payment of the bonds, approving the form of the bonds and certain documents, and authorizing completion, execution, and delivery thereof, approving the sale of the bonds to the purchaser thereof, and ratifying all actions taken or to be taken to further this resolution.
Thank you. Could I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
I heard a motion by Board Member Loretano and a second by Board Member Campbell. Open for council discussion. You've already had your discussion. Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Roll call vote, please.
Board Member Osborne?
Aye.
Board Member Pizzillo?
Aye.
Board Member Campbell?
Aye.
Board Member Stipp?
Aye.
Board Member Homan?
Aye.
Vice Chairman Loretano?
Aye.
Chairman Lord?
Aye.
Passes 7-0.
All right, thank you. Let's go on to the motion I need for 6.2. Do I hear a motion?
Mayor, I need to read the
Oh, please
resolution.
read it. I'm sorry, this is not my night. Will the district clerk please read resolution for the Cotton Flower Residential 17-057 by title only, please?
Adopt Resolution Cotton Flower CFD Resolution 17-057, authorizing the issuance and sale of its district general obligation refunding bond, Series 2017, in an aggregate principal amount of not to exceed $2,300,000, delegating the authority to approve certain matters with respect to the bonds being refunded, providing for the annual levy of a tax for the payment of the bonds, approving the form of the bonds and certain documents, and authorizing completion, execution, and delivery thereof, approving the sale of the bonds to the purchaser thereof, and ratifying all actions taken or to be taken to further this resolution.
Thank you. Could I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
I heard it by Board Member Osborne and a second by Board Member Stipp. Open for board discussion. Board Member Pizzillo.
Listen, I appreciate all your efforts because my gut tells me those interest rates are only going up. So the fact that you're taking advantage of it now to save us this money for our constituents, I really appreciate that. So thank you very much.
Any other comment? All right. Let's have a roll call vote, please.
Board Member Pizzillo?
Aye.
Board Member Campbell?
Aye.
Board Member Stipp?
Aye.
Board Member Homan?
Aye.
Vice Chairman Loretano?
Aye.
Board Member Osborne?
Aye.
Chairman Lord?
Aye.
Passes 7-0.
Thank you. There's no further business. This meeting is adjourned.